Machine War Sandstorm, part of the Botcon 2013 set. It is arguably one of the best pieces of that set. It's a remold, retool, repaint of Skyhammer, and it really wears this mold well. The colors on here are spectacular. I love all the little details, the camo military tiger stripe look, the green, it's all fantastic. He has features like a rotating rotor, full functional landing gear, every piece of landing gear folds away, and these little missile racks that can store and pull away. You can put them on the bottom of the wing too. There's a lot to really like about this mold. I personally really dig the alt mode and the robot mode. The transformation we'll talk about later, but everything about it really looks good, and Sandstorm is probably my favorite use of this mold. Like, I don't know if it's that it's a Botcon character, don't know if it's because it's Machine Wars and it goes with a set I'm trying to finish, or if it's because like Skyhammer just looks really good like this and Drift doesn't look great. For comparisons, we have the original Machine Wars Hoist. We have Classics Astro Train in shuttle mode. We have Legacy Deluxe Crankcase. And of course, Reveal the Shield Jazz, fellow green boy of the channel. This channel is supported by our YouTube members and our Discord. Link in the description below, channel member link on the channel. Thank you. I'll be the first to say I think the transformation on the Skyhammer mold is a little borked. I like the helicopter mode. I like the robot mode. Getting between the two is kind of a pain. So I never know really where to start. So I'm just gonna start moving stuff. I like flipping this, putting away the landing gear, and then kind of just you come to the back and you kind of just start folding things from the helicopter, from the tail fin, and that will like separate the legs, and then you rotate here like all the way around and collapse. Oh, hang on, fold in the tail fin, and then you collapse the leg or the tail fin into the calf, fold the tail fin over, that's gonna pop this detail out, and then you flip out the foot and the heel. And so it's a nice like leg conversion. There's no ankle tilt, which is a little unfortunate, but it is like kind of fiddly and finicky. So bring that down, rotate this to the front, fold this way, and then collapse it onto itself and fold out the toe and fold out the heel. And there we go. So there's the bottom half. Bottom half is not my problem. It's the arms and the upper half. So then you want to come over here and you want to disengage these wings and kind of just set them like this for a little bit, and kind of pull these down, rotate the assembly here, and you don't want to get a nasty stress mark like I got. You want to kind of be careful here and gently maneuver everything. So I'm bringing these forward and then bringing these down and out. So down and out. Now we can bring the torso. You can see I have that fold in it. Oh, no, you can't. So it has this fold in it. You want to straighten that out, and then bring the arms and shoulders forward. Just kind of let them sit there. We'll get to finishing out the arms in a minute. And from here, you want to take this section. There's these two holes right here. There's these two ports right there, and you want to line that up and kind of bring these down onto the back. You can see there's some more pegs and another port there. So that peg is going to go into that port. These pegs are going to go into these ports. So you want to kind of assemble the backpack kind of down here and then roll it up in a weird way. It's kind of annoying. And then you just want to fold that in there and then bring this together. And the reason you need to have this in this position is because that's what holds the helicopter blades in place. So then it's extended, shrink it down, and there's actually a specific way. I think I might have just gotten it the first time, but yeah, there's like some tabs that tab into the chest, and then there's tabs on each of the four wings, and that's going to go in these slots and this slot. So you just want to bring that in, tab that in, bring that back, tab that in, and I'm sorry if I'm not like super on camera right now. Bring that back, and then bring this back. And that tabs in, and that gets all four rotors in place. And now we can do the arms, which you just want to flip out the hands and then kind of accordion the arms into themselves like so. And then that's the arm. And same thing over here. Fold out the hand and then fold all the armatures into that gap the hand left behind. And that is our Machine Wars Sandstorm. That is him transformed. He's a little fiddly. He's a little fiddly to get standing because his legs right here are like loose. But he does stand, and if you like, we can give him his mech tech weapon. There we go. Machine Wars Sandstorm. Robot mode.
Robot mode on Sandstorm is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I do like how powerful he looks. The head sculpt here is incredible. I like the visor that he kind of has, along with the little pointy ears and the kind of Optimus Prime center crest. It really looks like if Prime was a helicopter, which is kind of cool. It's kind of a cool AU build for a character. And I really like the way the rotors wrap around the chest. That looks cool. The cockpit shoulders. I love this bot, man. The only complaint I really have is the legs. The legs look a little fiddly, but there's a lot of details on here. There's bits of orange that really pop out. I love on the joints on the bottom of the legs. I love the little hits of like grayish blue. Those look really good, specifically on the rotors and the little clips and on the hands. It just is a handsome mold, and he's not very kibble heavy. Like, a lot of the kibble is designated to like the shoulder. Like, there's so little kibble on this guy, and I really do like how clean it comes together. The only problem is it doesn't pose very well. I wish it had a thigh swivel. For comparison, of course, we're going to compare it to his Botcon Machine Wars counterparts, such as Hoist, Starscream, Thundercracker. Oh, Thundercracker doesn't want to stand up. Oh no. Okay. And Skywarp. And we got to compare him to some other stuff here too. It's just the camera. And Machine Wars Hoist, of course, can't forget him. Here he is with a modern leader class, this being Scourge. So you can see Voyager has gotten a little taller over the years. And here he is with Laserfire channel mascot.
Let's get Articulation covered. So he is pretty posable. I do wish he had a thigh swivel. So he has a ball joint at the neck, so it can swivel and it can look up just a touch. He has rotation at the shoulders. They go out about that far, and there's a joint here and a joint here. He has a bicep swivel, a 90-degree at the elbow. His wrists can fold in and out. Waist swivel, which is pretty nice because that's not even part of the transformation. That's just there. His legs go forward about that far. They go back about that far. If you move the landing gear out of the way, his legs go that far. They do actually kind of click into place right there, by the way. He has a 90-degree at the knee, and he has a below the knee swivel, but it's kind of awkward because it's part of the transformation and it's on a diagonal cut, and no ankle pivot. I really think this guy needed like an above the knee swivel. I think that would have brought this guy to like a whole new level. And it wasn't unheard of for Transformers to have thigh swivels at that point. I mean, this is Dark of the Moon. Like, this is DOTM Skyhammer, I believe. So would have been really nice to see a thigh swivel on there. But overall, good Transformer, good toy, and I do quite like it. Definitely one of the more standout Voyagers of non-movie characters that we had gotten.
I might be a little biased because I like the Botcon Machine Wars set, but Sandstorm is a great looking figure, and even if you don't get it as Sandstorm, Skyhammer also looks incredible. I know that this mold isn't cheap. It's one of those figures that a lot of people have like kind of sought out because it is one of the only good helicopter Transformers. I prefer the Skyhammer tooling because it just looks better, and Sandstorm, because he fits in with my Machine Wars set, is a perfect fit for me. I really like this guy. I recommend him if you find him for a good price. If you find this guy for like sub $60, I 100% think he's worth it. I think any of the Botcon guys for sub 60 are pretty much worth it. But let me know what you guys think about this guy in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. This has been Bot's Obsession.